Okay, so less than 3 days we were here to grab some harvest. We got our sixth harvest less than 3 days ago. But the tomatoes I left behind have now turned ripe, so we'll be grabbing a few of them from the greenhouse and then going into the polytunnel to get as much as we can. So we started this series with loads and loads of tomato harvests. That was at the beginning of summer, and we've been harvesting since. We're getting closer and closer to the end of summer. Yesterday we got much sun and it was looking glorious, but today it's back down to about 22 degrees and it seems like the weather is beginning to turn. You could feel it in the air, you could see it in the sky. It's all looking a bit gray. But what then happened in this period is you get things like the kale doing wonderfully well. That's a kale. It's also called kovu. And even though there have been some munching done, you could see how lush it's looking. So the kale are doing well. That's another kale there. There is this big one I have at the corner. That's the big one, which is about 3 years old kale. You can see how the leaves are looking big and it keeps growing and growing and it's doing well. But it's not the end for the tomatoes. I still have loads of harvests to take from this. This is an example of what we're expecting. This is the pink brandy wine, and you could see how big it is and how it's doing good. So I'll be taking that off. Down there, we have the costolutos. That's the view of the costoluto. I'm gonna zoom in, give us a better view. So those are the costolutos looking grand, right? They're doing well. I've got like 5 of them over there. There's another one, and there's a big one just hiding a little bit. Sorry, not that way. A little bit to the side. You could see it there, just coming to focus right at the end next to the green one. Go back a bit more, and you see it. Right? So I'm going to pick all that up, but it's not the end. The point, what I'm just trying to explain to you is you need to recognize the season, recognize the time. And this is the time where your kale, your leafy greens like kale, your brassicas do absolutely well. Those are the kales I planted over here. You see there's loads of them here, and the leaves are all looking very big now. They're growing well. The weather suits them. I would be taking all of this off today. A quick peek at my pepper, my green pepper. You could see how big it is. It's like, look at my hand next to it. Can you see how big this is? That's still within focus. It's not. Can I get this in? Let's come this way. Trying to get it in focus. So that's my hand, and oops, I have taken it off. trying to show you guys what's happening here. I ended up harvesting it. I think it's a green one. I mean, I'm not sure it's gonna go red. It's changing color at the bottom there, becoming black. Or let me say dark at the bottom. Here, this is a better view. But I just touched it and it cracked out. So it means that would mean it's ready to go, and probably it's a green bell pepper, and it won't go red. I don't know, but we'll know. There's still a few more growing on the plants. So we give it some time and see what they become. So those are other green ones. These are other green ones. Very big also. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And remember, guys, I talked about munching of my plants. Look at something trying to munch there. Look at the end. Something was trying to munch it, but they got tired for whatever reason, I don't know, and they gave up. So I still have a full bulb pepper looking quite big and nice. Okay, so today I'm gonna be getting most of this beefsteak, the ones I left 3 days ago, to become riper, you know, and look how red they are now. They're ready to go. I'll focus on taking these off and reducing the foliage on the plants. The bottom side are fine, but as we go up, you'll see there's loads of leaves, loads of foliage, and this is not the best time to have this much leaf on the plants, because in the UK, when the weather turns about this time, we get something called blight, which is a disease that devastates the tomatoes. We don't want that devastating these lovely crops we have here. There's still a lot to harvest that I haven't taken off. I'll be taking them off today, but I still trust this plant is gonna, most of these plants will be here the next 2 months, so into the end of October. I leave mine very late. I don't top them off early and end they are growing. I let them go for a long time. So this is gonna go to the end of September. Fingers crossed, no blight, and everything's fine. So the plan today is to harvest as much as possible and trim the foliage. I must do that today. Another question I've gotten recently from one of my viewers is, how do I get my plants to look this healthy? How do I get this much harvests? What am I doing that they are not doing that's making these plants all look this healthy and give me this much harvest? There's loads of them. Look at them all everywhere. Cherry tomatoes everywhere, beefsteak everywhere. These are them. I'll be taking them all off. And what I do basically, guys, is let me drop this so I could be harvesting while I talk. I think that'll be the best way to go. So what I do, guys, is we want to be able to have an easy harvest. In order to be able to grow my plants in an easy, non-stressful way, is that I prepare. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what I do. I prepare way early. I prepare before the harvest. And how do I prepare? I start with the soil. So the first thing I do at the start of the growing season, sometime between January, February, sometime I do it in November, December, before the soil, the growing medium becomes frozen, is that I put down blood, fish and bone. It's an organic fertilizer to nourish the soil. I ensure the soil don't get dry too much. I try, even through winter, I continue to water my soil to keep it moist. I don't let it go to dust like this. That's an example. That's the side of the bed looking like dust, but where the plants are growing is wet. So I water through summer. I don't soak the bed too much, but I ensure there's enough moisture to keep the organic life still in the soil. And when it's time to grow, all this becomes easy to do. To get this harvest becomes easy once you've prepared your soil. I plant my tomatoes early in the season. People go by well, I said early, you need to know your seasons and then go with what's happening. So what people do is they're concerned about the first frost dates in the year, and what they then do is last frost dates in the beginning of the growing season. So they don't put their tomatoes out early. They don't plant even in the greenhouse, even in undercover. They don't plant early. They leave it for months and months, waiting till sometime around June or end of May to plant out. Some even wait up till July to put out their tomatoes. I don't do that. I get mine out early enough. I get mine out sometime in April. End of April, I put it out. In fact, early April, I'm already planting my seedlings and making sure everything's fine in my house. So I plant early, undercover, so I could get a good harvest. So I start everything early. Oh, by the way, I'm pulling off the foliage where the leaves are looking too old. The foliage, the plant, but just leave enough so it should continue the photosynthesis and the growing. I'm going to put all that into the compost. I've got other flowers up, so I'm going to take the stem off. It's a new stem. Another thing I've noticed that during the blight season, it's these new stems, the new leaves that are first to be attacked. All the old ones that are already dying. So that's something to watch out for. New leaves that just come out because they are fragile. They pick up the fungi easily and they go first, or the leaves that are already dying. Oh, this is hanging. Wow, that's lovely. Huge one. Can you see that? That's nice. So lots of the mamand are coming off today, and they're all looking nice. Yeah. So second thing, I plant early, undercover though. I must say, I plant early, and that gives me loads and loads of harvest early. So while people are still waiting to start reaping the fruits of their labor, I'm already harvesting, and then I do it easily. Just keep going from there. And during the season, I make sure I don't water too much. I don't over soak my plants and get them, kill them by showing them too much care. But at the same time, I ensure I don't let them go too dry. So when I water, because I don't come every day, I give it a good soaking, a very good soaking. I don't just, water lightly. I water loads, and then I leave it for 3-4 days. And then I'm back here again watering, and then I'm off again for 3-4 days. And that's my cycle. That's how I grow. It's been fantastic so far, and long may it continue. In here we have the mamand, we have the pink brandy wine, and we have one, I think it's called the Bouffe, and also there's a Costoluto. So I want to go grab the Costoluto and the Call de Bouffe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that well. It's French. It's spelled, so the call is C-O-U-R. Then they, we all know what that spells as, D-E. And what I'm calling Bouffe is B-O-U-F. There might be another way it's pronounced, but that's what I call it, called the Bouffe. Maybe it's called the Bouffe. Maybe they're trying to say, yeah, I'm going to check this and put it up. What is meaning? Maybe the Bouffe is meaning beef. Maybe that's beef in French. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go grab those ones now. You've seen what we have already. I'm going to go grab those ones over there. So this one's, let's go grab those. I do have labels for all of these. Okay, so back to the tomatoes. Yeah, it's tomato harvest, guys. We still have to continue. So back to the tomatoes. Taking this one. It's not as red as the other ones, but it's okay. It's okay, guys. Take it, let it ripen at home. That's the first one that's not very red. Taking this one, it's red enough, and it's split. It's split there. They look like heart shape in some way. Look like heart shape. So I'm taking that one. Taking this one. That one came off easy. Most time they come off easy, though. Don't know about you guys, but I like hearing the snap of the secateurs. just makes the harvest special. Oh, this one really split bad. This one really split bad. Yeah, well, we'll go use it. It's not bad. Most of them, I use them immediately to make stews. Well, my wife does use it to make stew for us, me and the kids to eat. And sometimes, when we have more than enough, we store it, and we use it some other times when we need. Put it in the freezer. And that's a huge one again. This is a pink brandy wine. It's lovely. Like how it looks. Very huge. No splits, nothing. Smooth, nice. So I've harvested most of what I want to harvest over here. I don't want anything pressing. And I will go to the other side to pick up some more. And for those wondering, it's the 7th tomato, abundant harvest of the season. That's it. And I'm not done. I've not even picked the cherries. This is just beefsteak. I'm gonna pick more and show you guys, what it is at the end, just to save time. Okay? Catch you in a minute. Okay, now I'm at the right side of the Polytunnel, and I'm here to grab as many of the beefsteak as possible. Again, still harvesting. We'll grab all of this, and that will be the most we do today. Grab beefsteak. We've got a good one locking over here. We picked his mates last time. It's the last one remaining, so we're gonna grab it. And then come see. Look at all that's beefsteak. They all need to go. So I'm gonna be picking all those. And we have a cucumber down there. So I'll pick this cucumber. Oh, there's even 2 cucumbers. Oh, fuck, there's 3. Wow. In fact, there is 4. 1. And that's 2 in there hiding. And that's not ready. That's 3 ready to go. And there's a big one up here. 4. So I'll be picking all those. And this is another angle of the beefsteaks I'll be taking. So I'll take off those beefsteak, take off the cucumbers, and I will trim this foliage. Because if I don't, this is where the blights will start from. And we don't want that. So look at loads of foliage up here. I'm going to cut them back a bit. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.